नमस्कार। आप सभी लोग अपने घरों पर सकुशल होंगे। इसी के साथ हम अपनी बात करते हैं, जैसे कि वी हैव टॉक अबाउट इन अवर प्रीवियस वीडियो अबाउट द different factors due to which Mendel have used the pea plant and so on, and about the Mendel experiment. And we have also known that whenever Mendel proposed the such things, right, in that conditions he explained and those characters as the factors one. Means generally the gametes they are the factor one, and later on they can be used as the genes. Later on we can say generally these genes or factor which can say these are the unit of the inheritance, right, which can contains the informations and which can be easily to transfer from one generation to the another generations, right. And we also seen that the genes which can code for a pair of contrasting traits means they are known as alleles. So many times we can say what we can use the capital T, small t and small t. Why? Because they are the contrasting character. They both are the contrasting character and they are generally known as the alleles. And we can say the allelomorphs also, right. We can say if they slightly differ from each other, if we can use the capital T and small t in that particular conditions, they becomes or acts like a allelomorphs conditions, right. Whenever they are slightly differ both one, but while they are contrasting same character, in that condition they are known as alleles. Evenly, as we all know that the alphabetically symbols we can always use capitals and the small, right. Especially suppose we can talk about the height one. In that particular conditions we can say that capital T for tall, small t for the dwarf. And if we can talk about the plants, right, pairs of the alleles for the height, especially in the plants, that is a pairs of the alleles, that is capital T, capital T and small t, and the small t and small t. In this way we can capable to identify them easily with the help of this one, as you can see in the diagram over here. And you all must know what about the homozygous and the heterozygous of their characters. Especially we can say homozygous whenever both alleles are the same. Suppose we can say capital T, they are the same one, so they are the homozygous. And if they are the small t, in that particular condition they are also homozygous. But in case of the capital T and the small t, in that particular condition they are known as the heterozygous conditions, right. And we can say whenever we can describe all these characters in the formation of the, like the height, like the tall or the dwarf, in that particular condition they are known as the phenotypic. And while they can be used in the with the symbol of t, right. And like this capital T, small t and small t, like this one, in that particular condition that is known as the what, that is called the genotypic conditions, right. So generally we can say Mendel had found a phenotypic heterozygous capital T small t in his crossing of the, while he crossed a tall plant with the dwarf plant, right. And he proposed on the basis of that he can started that in FL generation, in failure generation 1 he get the dominant characters, means he always get a tall plant in the first generations, due to which he explained that these organisms or these characters are expressive in the failure generation 1, due to which they are known as dominant characters, right. After that we have to talk about the monohybrid cross. Generally mono, as we know, mono means the single one, right, means single, right. Whenever we can cross the single characters in that particular conditions, they are known as the monohybrid cross. Especially in monohybrid cross we have take the homozygous dominant and homozygous recessive characters, and after the formation of gamete, when they will cross, they will always develop the heterozygous, right. Heterozygous characters can be found over there. But after self pollination we will get all those characters which can be crossed in that particular conditions. So this is the mechanism. After that we can say that this cross can be easy to done with the help of a probabilistic Punnett square. Means generally a British scientist R.C. Punnett, he just given us about the crossing of these such mathematical proofs of these crossing. We can say the production of gametes by the parents and formation of zygote, right? And the F1 and F2 generation can be easily understand with a diagram that is called the Punnett square, right? And we can say, if we can talk about the square is a graphical representation of calculating a probability. Means this Punnett square is a graphical representation, we can say, to calculate the probability of all possible genotype of the offspring in the genetic cross. While we can going to cross all these things, in that particular condition we will get the such type of things. Especially we can say that sorry, the ratio between all them, generally we can always write the ratios like 1 to 1, right, in that particular genotypic conditions, especially as you can see in the diagram, right? So that is mathematical considerable to the form of the binomial expressions. Means generally if we can say mathematical proofs, means ax plus xy whole square, we can prove it with the help of this one. If we can talk about that capital T and small t, while they are additional in that particular condition, while we will done the such type of things in which we known that while they can be easy to multiplication, so we will get always such a ratio in that particular conditions, right? Means generally after self polymerization we get the such condition, but later on if we can talk about the phenotypic ratios over there, so 3 ratio upon 4 means and 1 ratio upon 4, but this ratio can be again genotypically classified into another characters, right, in which 1 out of 4, 2 out of 4 and 1 out of 4. Means if we can see in the F2 generation conditions, right, so with the help of this mathematical proving we can get the such type of structures. If you can see, especially you can do a cross with a F2 generations, right, like this one. Means we can say capital T, small t and capital T and small t. You will get here capital T. After this you will get over here that is capital T and small t. In here you will get the capital T and small t, and here you will get the both of small. Means you can see there is a 4 boxes over there, right? Means 1 2 3 4. Out of that how many capital T and capital T are 4? You will get 1 upon 4. After that you will get this one capital T and small t, that is always 2 upon 4, as well as the last one small t and small t, that is 1 upon 4. After concluding of this you will get the genotypic ratio, that is always 1 by 4 ratio 1 by 2 ratio 1 by 4 of all those characteristics into the F1 generations of this ratio over here. You can just get the such ratios. So it can be basically on the expressions of the ax plus by whole square, right? So it is always depend on that particular condition. So such a way we can say that these are the. But if student, if you are seeing over there 1 by 2t plus 1 by 2t half, why? Because generally while we are going to consider the gamete formation in that particular condition, they will become the half one. That's why they have given you such type of formula over there. So don't be confused in your books. Later on, then there is another thing that is known as the cross. Basically the test cross, you can show that the cross between the hybrid and its homozygous recessive. Generally if we get a hybrid plant in F1 generation, it should be crossed with with recessive plant, right? means homozygous recessive, that is called a test cross. On the other hand, if we can do the same process with the dominant plant, that is the back cross, right, due to which we can easy to get the such type of things. It may be generally, the hybrid plant is always found over there in the such diagrams you can see over there, right. In this particular diagram, if we can get such structures, if you will see over here, this purple color is generally dominant, right, which can be found as the hybrid plant, right, and it can be crossed with our homozygous recessive, that is white flower, right. So after the crossing, you can just see in the diagrams here, you will get all the purple flower are found over there, but here you will get the 50% of the purple, 50% of the one. So this stage tells us about the test cross. Maybe we can find that this is the hybrid of the white flower also, means this flower contains that white color also inside it. So after the segregation, they can be separated out with the help of this test cross in the following one. So I think everybody understand about this one. So these are the main thing due to which you will know this. We all have to know that why we have to do the test cross, because this test cross can always tells us, right, about the organisms, right, the organisms in the homozygous dominant or the heterozygous dominant, which after the crossing, which is it, we get the homozygous dominant or heterozygous dominant character are found over there. For that we have to found to do the such structures in this category. That's why we have to perform this structure evenly, while we know that it whenever it can be crossed with the help of like this, right. In that particular conditions, you can see it may be like this one, it may be like this one, means during the F1 conditions we will get all those characters in that particular condition. So due to which we can find over there these one. So we have to find even it is this flower is a homozygous or the heterozygous dominant. For that we can do the performing of this character, but while you can just do this process with the homozygous recessive, in that particular condition you will get all the plants are become purple. It means that it is the structures of the generally hybrid cross, right, and this is dominant character. But on the other hand, while we will cross with this homozygous, right, with the dwarf plants, right, or dwarf recessive or homozygous, we can say, in that particular condition we will get the ratio of the 50-50%, right. So with the help of this we can easy to understand this one. Evenly we can say in the case of hybrid test cross, whether two traits are taken, heterozygous individuals is crossed within the homozygous recessive plants. In that plant also we will get the different conditions, but in which we also again get the one ratio again. So with the help of this we can understand such type of things. Later on we have to talk about another thing, that is generally the laws of the given by Mendel, right, means that he proposed the different rules, and those rules are generally known as the principle or the laws of inheritance. According to the Mendel, he proposed especially three laws, that is we can say the law of dominance, and second law of the segregation, and third law we can say law of independent assortment. Especially law of dominance and law of segregation are the monohybrid cross, but law of independent assortment, that is the dihybrid cross in that particular conditions. Especially if we can talk about the law of dominance, right, in generally the characters are controlled by the discrete units that is called factor, means in law of dominance the character can be always controlled with the factors, means with the genes, and these factors are always in pair. So we can say in these conditions this law can be formed. If we can talk about the law of dominance, generally it states the characters that are controlled by gene which occur in pairs when two alternative forms of the trait, right, or genes are present in an organism. Only one factor, only one gene can express itself. Be remember boys that according to this law of dominance, while the we can say the characters are controlled by gene, everybody know all the characters can be controlled with the help of gene, right, and these genes are always in pairs, right. When we can say according to this law, when the two alternative forms of traits, right, or characters we can say, or gene we can say, or we can say alleles are present in an organism, when two alternative forms of traits are formed in an organism, only one factor express itself, that is called a dominant, right. So on the basis of this we can say that this is the law of dominance, means while two alternative characters are close together, only one character can express in the progeny, into the new offsprings. In that particular, those characters are known as dominant, and the character which can be remains hidden, which cannot be capable to express itself, we can say they are the recessive characters. So this is the law of dominance. Generally in such a conditions we can always say that generally the expressions of the phenotypic ratio, that is always equal, means all are dominant characters are found over there. But if we can say especially about the some other characteristics, right, we can get the monohybrid cross F1 and the expression of both in F2 will also explain proportion of 3:1 in F2 generations, especially in that particular condition, while we will getting the genotypic ratio in that conditions. And we can say the exceptions of laws of dominance, we can say these includes incomplete dominance and codominance also, means sometimes it can be also expresses with the help of incomplete dominance and codominance in their different conditions, right. So there is another law, that is the second law, we can say law of the segregation. Generally we can say according to this law, generally this law can always says or states that the factors or alleles of a pairs segregate from each other during the gamete formation. जनरली जब गैमेट फॉर्मेशन होता है तो जो करेक्टर्स होते हैं, जलीज होते हैं, एक दूसरे से अलग हो जाते हैं, राइट, एंड आफ्टर दैट generally they can just separate out, segregate out in such a way that we can say the gamete recessive only one of the two factors and they do not show any blending mixing, means उसमें जो कैरेक्टर होंगे वो जो रिसेसिव होंगे वो अलग हो जाएंगे, डोमिनेंट होंगे अलग हो जाएंगे, लेकिन जो रिसेसिव होंगे दे आर कोई भी ब्लेंडिंग मिक्सिंग कलर नहीं शो करेंगे. सो इसलिए हम कह सकते हैं जनरली इट इज़ ऑल्सो नोन एज द लॉ ऑफ प्योरिटी गैमेट्स, देयर इज नो एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ लॉ ऑफ सेग्रेशन, मीन्स इसमें कोई भी एक्सेप्शंस नहीं है, लेकिन जो लॉ डोमिनेंस है उसमें इनकम्प्लीट वाला और कोडोमिनेंस वाले कैरेक्टर्स मिलते हैं, राइट. और अगर हम बात कर सकते हैं इसमें तो वी जनरली एज आई टोल्ड यू द फैक्टर्स विच कैन बी प्रेजेंट इन पेरेंट्स सेग्रीगेट एंड गैमेट्स रिसेसिव ओनली वन और टू फैक्टर्स. जनरली जो भी पेरेंट्स के अंदर कैरेक्टर्स होते हैं उनमें से गैमेट सेपरेशन होने पे एक दो ही कैरेक्टर क्या होंगे, पास आउट होंगे, और होमोजाइगस जो पेरेंट्स होंगे ओनली वन काइंड ऑफ गैमेट होंगे उसके अंदर, राइट. फॉर एग्जांपल इफ यू आर गोइंग टू गेट द फीमेल राइट क्रोमोसोम लाइक XX, तो होमोजाइगस है, तो होमोजाइगस होने की वजह से क्या होगा उसमें सेम कैरेक्टर्स होंगे, वन काइंड ऑफ गैमेट्स बनेंगे वो, यानी X लेंगे. और XY मेल में क्या होगा, जनरली इन दैट पर्टिकुलर कंडीशन वी कैन से देयर इज X एंड Y मीन बोथ है द डिफरेंट फ्रॉम ईच अदर, दे आर द हेटेरोजाइगस इन दैट पर्टिकुलर कंडीशंस, राइट. तो लेवल इक्वली प्रोपोर्शंस उसमें एलील्स का माना जाता है. तो इस पर हम कह भी सकते हैं दैट टू काइंड्स ऑफ गैमेट्स ईच वन हैव वन एलील्स विद इक्वल प्रोपोर्शंस, दोनों में लगभग बराबर बराबर जो एलील्स होंगे वो मौजूद रहते हैं. So I think everybody understand about this one. So later on we have to just find one more thing that is called the incomplete dominance. As you can can see in the diagrams, right, with the help of, while we are going to cross this red flower with this the white flower, right, that is dog flower, everybody has soon seen you, right, that is called snapdragon flower. But there is a flower, while they can process in that particular condition, we will get a such a pinkish color flower in over there. Why done so? Generally we can say this is a hybrid flower, but it can be because of incomplete dominance. Means there is process will occur, that is called the incomplete dominance. And first of all, know what about this incomplete dominance. We can say generally in this Mirabilis jalapa or the snapdragon flower, what will happen? We can say it is a partial dominance or the semi dominance structure can be seen over there, or we can say in this particular flower the dominant character cannot be completely dominant over the another one. That's why it is known as incomplete dominant. Generally you can get the example of this one, right? If you are going to cross them, while you can just think that while we are going to cross a red flower with a white flower, right, in that particular conditions we will get their gametes. In F1 generation we will always get the both characters, right, but there is just something new, right, that is we can say, especially as in diagrams, that this is generally represented with R and R, this is you can say with small r, right, or W you can say. But here you can again get the capital R and the small r, this is the hybrid one, right. If you are going to do the self pollination in that particular condition, after that in the first condition we will get the only all plants are in pink color, but after in the second generation while we are going to cross with this one, right, means these are the pink flowers. After that we will get easy to find that these are over here, these are small r and small r, this is R and R, capital R, small r, capital R, small r, and small r and small r. Here you can say these capital R, right, especially these capital R can be denoted to the red color, right, and this small r can be always denoted to the white color. But there is a special thing, that is you can say especially the small r, capital R, small r, and capital R and small r, which can be found over there too. These are the to this one. It means that directly or indirectly the dominant character is generally found over this one, red one, right. So it means that there is only incomplete dominance are found. So this structure is known as the dominant character, in which you will get generally, if you will get the phenotypic characters, phenotypic ratio, in that you will always get 3:1. But if we will talk about the genotypic ratio, we will get the 1:2, 2:1. Means red flower, then pink flower, two flowers are pink one, and one again we will get the white one. So this way we can say, or we can explain about this particular type of conditions in which you will understand about this incomplete dominance. If you still not, you can ask me in later